Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fisner. Guys, in today's episode I've got a question to you. Do you have Samsung UE in stock, at home or whatever, where you can open it? Why? Because customer has came back, and there will be video about it sometime in the future. I think on about 18th of December, maybe 19th. This is the TV, so it's 2 weeks ahead. Okay, what it is, yes. Customer came with a problem. I mean, I went to collect the TV because it's big and my XC90, can fit up to 100 inches, no problem. So I took it from the customer. I took it, opened it, and I've checked that there was a problem with a mainboard. That was a video about it, 70-inch Samsung, half October, yeah, somewhere in a half of October. You would have to look for that video. And there were part 2. In the part 2, I've replaced mainboard from about 50-inch Samsung TV. I fit it and it was fine. It was perfect. It was working for 2 months. There was no issue on the driver board, nor I could find any, nor anything. If you don't know what the driver board is, it's the small board here at the bottom. It's a long one or 3 elements or 2 elements. They can be connected, not connected, doesn't matter. What I want to say is that fault on that time was backlight on all the time. Now I've got a fault unable to turn on, and when it's trying to turn on, it's switching off. So I did check, and it's again power supply. Now the problem this time is that when I will disconnect LVDS cable, I can switch it on and there is backlight on but no picture. So I was frustrated because it's a heavy TV and it's a cost for the customer, and it's it's a additional problem for myself, so it's no way close to fun. So I did check PCBs, and each of the PCBs I have, and from my TV, which I bought faulty with the same fault, and customers TV, which has now my old board which I had from my TV, and the old board which was at the customer TV, which I already said, so I've printed out like 2 months ago or something, doesn't matter, let's say 3 months ago. And so I found they've got common fault. Okay, the common fault is this. I'll show you this closer. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 coils here from the chip. One is above here, but let's say this one is 5, and this one is exactly the same. It's 5. Okay. Now on the customer board, I'll show you. Let us switch to this view, and it's here. Okay, so that's we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 5 coils as well. Yes, so it's 5 coils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so all of them have 5 coils. Now the problem only is that this chip, you can get really similar chip, VPM2SM. You can buy at AliExpress, okay? And there is this second chip as well. We can check on AliExpress because I've asked the company which sells these chips. One is about £5, second is about £10. But the question is, if I will buy this chip and I will, let's assume that I will fix the display issue, then the problem can occur again, because there can be some other problem with the display. So it's like, spending money on it. It's for sure customer won't be happy, I won't be happy. So I was thinking, we've got a 1.8, which on some of them, I don't remember which one is, which coil had which voltage, okay? It's just general. We had 1.8 volt, which would be RAM, because 1.8 could be RAM, the low voltage RAM, yes. like DDR3 and so on. Okay, let's say just it's a RAM. Then there is a 3.3 volt, which would be a CPU, GPU, MPU, yes, so master processing unit. Behind this, you know, somewhere here. Okay, here on the left. Now there is as well 2 volts, or on some of these boards showing 1.9. I don't know what's that one doing, but 3.3 could be as well the standby voltage, and then the lower voltage could be for the MPU, yes. But that's my question to you guys. If you have this board, would you check for me and comment down below what voltages do you have on these coils when this board is on? To be true, I've noticed that you can have only power supply connected through this connector here at the top, for this connector. And then when you've got power supply connected through this connector, it's, if you would notice here, look, it's a ground pad here, so the gray, it's a ground pad, and here is 12 volts, pretty much 12 volts. And I think this one, the last one, is a sensing, like a standby, yes, sensing, that you need this board to power on, yeah, that's what I assume, but I don't know, it's my guess. I don't have schematic, I don't have data sheet for this. I was trying to find data sheet and I couldn't. So if I would know these voltages, yes, I know that at the driver board we need to supply it with 12 volts. If we could say that the data here going from the MPU is active and this is sent, I didn't plug in oscilloscope, I don't know, okay? My oscilloscope is somewhere. After moving the room, it's just somewhere, so I didn't take it out. I didn't check those data lines if they have any data, or APU. Well, APU is warm, so if it's warm up, that's mean, you know, I assume it's still working. So what burned would be only this chip here, yes. So I was thinking to supply 12 volts to the driver board, but there is this second voltage which I was curious about. Is it 8 volts? Because that would make sense in my head if that would be 8 volts. And then, you know, the question as well is what it does, because I don't know. I don't know where this second voltage should go, and that's my question. You know, I would buy this board, but it's again spending 60 odd quid or 100 pounds on the board. I'd rather buy some faulty Samsung TV UE and, you know, and have it cheaper. But you know, it's time consuming, it's annoying, it's, you know, you can order those chips from AliExpress, but then again, you know, is it worth? Is it the same chip? You can't get the data sheet for them. It's really frustrating, really annoying. So if someone could read me only those voltages which are here on those coils, then I would know exactly, yes, I would know exactly what I'm missing. And I can connect one voltage with the display driver board and, you know, check which one it is, and I would know then that's 12 volts, and then the other one I would know which one it is, and I could track down on those traces where it's going. Maybe, hopefully that would solve the mystery. If so, I would neglect this DC to DC chip. I would just put some other voltage regulator for 12 volts. I would supply that one to the driver board, or take straight away 12 volts, you know, like whatever. And then the other voltage I would use as a voltage regulator, like DC to DC IC, and supply that voltage, yes. And then, you know, whatever happens with it, it's okay. It's burned probably because of the display now, so it's, you know, it's let it be as it is, yes. But that's it in this episode, guys. If you can help me, if you do have the mainboard from EU series, then that would be awesome. I'll pause and I'll check this second chip, the DC to DC IC. Okay, so 3 boards, and 2 of them has this chip which I told you about, and 1 chip on 1 board is different. It's Victor Papa Mike Sierra 2 Golf Mike Bravo. Okay, again VPMS2GMB, but I can't find it on AliExpress. The only one which I could find, so it's the same VPM, that's the same on both of those chips. Then 2GM is the same, but after that M is B on my one, and what I could find is A in stock on AliExpress, sold by Shenzhen Hongming Electronics Co. Ltd. shop. I had a refund from this company. I know I had some issues with them in the past, but at least the refund was made at the end, so I could buy, you know, from them for sure. I would risk it, but I don't want to buy chip which I'm not 100% sure it's a good one. Plus, I'm not an expert in soldering QFNs, because let's say this is not the most pleasant way to do things, and unfortunately those ones, and USB Type-C, which has pads like this lying on the ground, and the second one which are pins and going inside the board, those ones are not the pleasant as well. So those two chips I'm not expert yet in soldering them, so if I can avoid soldering QFNs I will, yes. But come on, if it's a QFN, I'll buy, you know, few of them, and I would try to install it, but I don't have data sheets for them. So if somebody can find data sheets for these, that would be awesome. I can't. Yeah, I just can't. So guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you can comment down below. If so, I'll pin the answer, the best answer. If no, I will try to find out, maybe buy some faulty TV, maybe I will just buy this board, because I would want to see if I will remove this chip and I will solder a good chip, if that will resolve the issue. We would know, because I've got 3 boards, guys, which I can bin, literally bin. So I'd rather have it fixed one way or another, yeah, to not have it binned. That's why, please help. If you've got this board, just read those voltages. That's us. We can use, you know, some source to power it up. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you know, you can help. See you in the next video, and if possible, let's fix them all. Take care. Bye bye.